General, you believe in diversity, don't you?
I do, sir, yes.
Yeah. Just take race. Do you think race should be used to harm a person?
It's illegal to use race either to affirmatively try to help.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you care about American values, freedom, and the truth, you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk about a Senate confirmation hearing that's making the rounds, a back and forth between Senator John Kennedy and a general about diversity, equity, and inclusion, or as the elites like to call it, DEI. Now, before you tune out and think, oh, I've heard this all before, stick with me. Because what's happening in our institutions, our universities, even our military, isn't just about being nice or treating people fairly. It's about quotas. It's about discrimination. And it's about dividing Americans for political gain. Let's break down what happened in this hearing, what it means, and why it matters to every single one of us.
Mr. Chairman, General, how are you?
I'm well, sir, thank you.
Good. General, you believe in diversity, don't you?
I do, sir, yes.
Yeah. And if I defined equity as a state of fairness and impartiality, you believe in equity, don't you?
Well, equity is a proxy for discrimination, unfortunately. In these
I know,
policies,
but I'm not talking about the proxy. If I define it as a state of fairness and impartiality.
Those are very important virtues, yes,
yeah,
sir.
I agree with, I certainly agree with equity. And I watched it through your confirmation here. You strike me as an inclusive person as opposed to exclusive. You seem to like people.
I like to think so, sir.
So you believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, as most normal people understand those terms. But that's not what we're talking about here, is it?
And no, it isn't.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, as many institutions and people in America like to use it, are talking about quotas, aren't they?
Yes, unfortunately, quotas have become the proxy for that vaunted slogan.
So when someone says diversity, equity, inclusion, we're talking about quotas. Let's be honest.
Quotas and discrimination.
Do you think, let's just take race. You can discriminate on any number of things, and you shouldn't discriminate on any of them, not an illegitimate characteristic, but let's just take race. Do you think race should be used to harm a person?
It's illegal to use race either to affirmatively try to help or discriminate against an individual.
It's wrong to use race to harm somebody.
Yes, sir.
It's wrong to harm somebody because of their race.
It's illegal and un-American.
Yeah, it's okay to harm them legally and appropriately because they're an a-hole, but not because of their race, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, it's also wrong and illegal to help somebody because of their race.
That is correct.
I mean, that's illegal, right?
Under our Supreme Court precedents and our laws, that is correct.
Okay. But we still have institutions, even after the Supreme Court's opinion, we still have institutions in America, some in government, certainly some in the private sector. I'm thinking of some of our universities who insist on implementing quotas. And that's what you're going after, as I understand it.
I'm aggressively seeking to end those quotas. They're illegal and un-American.
Okay. And that's really what we're talking about, is quotas. And the American people don't support quotas. They just don't. I mean, I think most Americans don't think about race as much as people in Washington, D.C. do. The American people they understand that souls don't have a color. They believe that to a bear, all of us taste the same, like chicken. So this obsession now with diversity, equity, and inclusion, it's not really, I mean, it's a pretty phrase, but it's not diversity. Who's against diversity? That's like being against golden retrievers. Who's against equity? Who's against inclusion? So they pretty it up, but they're really talking about quotas. And it's illegal. And it's immoral. And it's un-American. And it exists. And I'm watching it happen in our universities. You know, I mean, Harvard, I wish it weren't the case. Incredible university, really bright people, but it's clear they believe in diversity and equity and inclusion and the right to hurt Jewish people. What did we come to? Any closing comments? I said too much.
No, Senator, I agree with you, and I will say that the whole of this government is dedicated towards providing equal opportunity for all Americans. And anti-Semitism on our campuses is a shocking problem, but we've actually made great progress just in these first 100 days on that front. So thank you for your attention to these issues.
General, don't let the bastards get you down, okay?
Thank you.
So Senator Kennedy starts off polite, respectful, you know, classic Southern charm. He asks the general, "Do you believe in diversity?" Of course, the general says yes. I mean, who doesn't? Diversity in the true sense, different backgrounds, different perspectives, all working together. That's the American way. Then Kennedy asks, "Do you believe in equity?" Now here's where it gets interesting. If equity means fairness and impartiality, sure, we can all get behind that. But that's not what equity means in 2025 America, and they both know it. The general even admits it. He says, equity is a proxy for discrimination. Think about that. The very word that's supposed to mean fairness now means the opposite. It's become a code word for quotas, for treating people differently based on things like race, gender, or whatever identity box the left wants to check. And Kennedy nails it. He says, let's be honest, quotas and discrimination. That's what they're talking about. He's right. When these universities and woke corporations talk about DEI, they're not talking about giving everyone a fair shot. They're talking about rigging the system, picking winners and losers based on skin color, not character. And listen, the Supreme Court has been crystal clear. You can't use race to harm or to help someone. It's illegal. It's un-American. Period. But the left keeps pushing. Why? Because they know if they divide us, they can control us. Now, the general says he's aggressively seeking to end those quotas. Good. That's what we need from our leaders. People who will stand up for equal treatment under the law, not this divisive DEI nonsense. But Kennedy goes further. He says most Americans don't think about race every day. He's right again. Out here in the real world, we don't care what color you are. You do your job, you treat people right, that's what matters. But in Washington, in Harvard, in these elite institutions, they're obsessed with race. They want us to judge each other by our skin, not our character. That's not progress. That's regression. And then Kennedy drops the hammer. He calls out Harvard, an elite university supposedly full of the best and brightest, for pushing policies that hurt Jewish students. He's saying the quiet part out loud. Under the guise of diversity and equity, these schools are actually enabling discrimination and anti-Semitism. That's disgusting. That's dangerous. And it's happening right now. The general admits anti-Semitism on campus is a shocking problem, but says they've made progress. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Because for years, these universities have been turning a blind eye while Jewish students are harassed, excluded, or worse, all in the name of equity. So what's the takeaway? Folks, we have to stand up to this. The left dresses up these ideas in pretty words: diversity, equity, inclusion. But behind the curtain, it's about quotas. It's about discrimination. It's about picking winners and losers based on race, not merit. That's not just illegal, it's immoral. And it's tearing our country apart. Senator Kennedy gets it. The general, at least in his words, gets it. But we need more leaders willing to call out this nonsense, to defend real fairness, and to demand accountability from our universities, our government, and yes, even our military. If you agree, Make sure to share this video, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below. Tell me, have you seen this kind of DEI discrimination firsthand? Do you think our country is headed in the right direction on this issue, or are we losing the plot? Let's keep up the fight for real equality, for real American values, not the fake, divisive kind the left keeps selling us. Thanks for watching, Patriots. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.